Yo, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of The Sauce. We had a great Thursday night with a perfect NFL ticket, great NHL ticket. NBA ticket just barely broke even, so that wasn't so great. But overall, great night. NBA Friday's about to start, so let's rip through these videos real quick. In this episode, we're talking Big 12 football. We got Texas versus Baylor. Let's go.
Welcome to The Sauce. The Sauce. The Sauce. Hey, get the sauce.
All right, like I said, we got Texas on the road at Baylor. This line was just ping-ponging between 2.5 and 3 all week. I mean, open at 3. By Monday afternoon, it's already 2.5, I think. It just kept going back and forth. And check it out. The money stays on Baylor basically all week, and then it goes back up to 3. And then here we are on Friday night, and then here comes about a 20% shift of the money back towards Texas. And what do you know? Books line drop the line right back down to 2.5 again. So let's cap this game. If you subscribe to this channel, you already know the first step. We're running the numbers through the spreadsheet. According to the analytics, the line for this game should be Baylor minus 1.69. So not even a full point lean there. Nothing to go by. All right, let's run through a quick breakdown of this game. And I'm going to start with the Big 12. Have y'all looked at the standings of the Big 12? This is going to be a crazy finish to the season here. You got Oklahoma sitting at 5-0 out in front. Yeah, they'll probably play in the Big 12 championship, even though they have some tough games left. But let's just, for argument's sake, say they're going to play in the Big 12 championship. Who are they going to play against? You got Oklahoma State, Baylor, and Iowa State all tied 1 game out of Oklahoma. And you also have Texas sitting 1 game behind them. This is going to be a 4-team shootout for that last spot in the Big 12 championship game. Well, for the Texas Longhorns, their season is right now. If they do not find a way to win this game on the road at Baylor, their season is over and it's mathematically impossible for them to play in the Big 12 championship. So let's take a look at this Baylor offense and see if Texas has a chance. And when it comes to Baylor, this is one of the hardest teams as far as college football goes, one of the hardest teams to cap, because 1 week, let's look at their West Virginia game. They look like a complete air raid pass attack. Bohannon throws for 340 yards and 4 touchdowns, completely smoke West Virginia, right? Then the very next week against BYU, it's like we're looking at a completely different offense. They run the ball 47 times for 303 yards on BYU. And the pass game wasn't even a priority. So it's really hard to categorize this team as pass heavy or run heavy. They do run the ball slightly more than they pass it, but trust me, they have an elite passing attack as far as the Big 12 goes. This Baylor team can score on you in any way possible, and trust me, this week against Texas, they will, man. This Longhorn defense really hasn't showed us anything all season. They were great last year, but lost, I think it was 8 starters, or 7. They lost 7 of their starters from last year, and the defense has been getting beat up on all year. That Oklahoma State game at home 2 weeks ago, what that team did to the Texas defense, that was embarrassing. The Oklahoma State Cowboys, they've been beating teams defensively. They like those low-scoring grind games. They're not putting up 40 pieces. Against Texas, though, they put up 32 points, 400 total yards. The Texas defense might as well have not been standing there. I have almost zero faith in the Texas Longhorns defense this week. I think Baylor's going to put up, at the very least, 35 points, at the very least. So bet that team total. I'll put it on the final ticket. But anyway, Baylor's going to light up the scoreboard. But there is hope in Texas, and that hope comes in the form of superstar sophomore running back Bijan Robinson. In my opinion, the most talented, best overall running back in the entire country, and I don't think it's close. He is a monster, and as good as Baylor's offense is, their defense is very susceptible to the run. It has shown us this year you can run on Baylor. In my opinion, Texas has a chance to steal this game if they keep their offense on the field. Now, throughout the season, they've kind of had a little bit of a home run hitting mentality with these big plays on offense, and obviously the big plays are great, but that's not what they need in this game. They need to keep Baylor's offense on the bench, limit their possessions as best you can. And with Bijan Robinson, they have the tools to do it against this defense. So can Texas do it? Are we going to be backing the Longhorns here?
Nope.
Frank Reynolds is absolutely right. Hell no. I'm going to take Baylor. I'm going to lay the 2.5. I'm sure Texas is going to get the run game going. I'm sure they're going to score some points. But I think there's a reality we all have to accept. And that reality is Baylor may not punt in this game. Give me Baylor minus 2.5. And if this line stays at 2.5, this might even make my top 5 bets. Actually, it almost definitely will. It's one of my stronger plays. I think Baylor's significantly better than Texas, who has no defense. Final ticket posted on KyleKirms.com at 10:30 a.m. Eastern time. It'll have bet of the day, parlay of the day, my top 7 bets, and every single bet I'm making for the entire day. all posted on one big sheet, as well as sheets for every single sport, by the way, all on there. Make sure you check that out, KyleKirms.com. Also, if there's any crazy last-minute changes, injury updates, money shifts, line movement, anything like that, I will definitely put it on my Twitter, Instagram story, and Facebook. So make sure you check one of those 3 platforms before you place your bet. College football Saturday is here, week 9, having a nice little 7-day stretch here. Let's keep it rolling. Let's have a big one. I'll talk to you on Twitter.